All right, guys. So this is going to be the lesson. Please, we're recording. Okay. This is worksheet 11, but our warm-up problem right now is going to be this long division question. And we decided x squared to become exactly 2x to the fourth needed to multiply by 2x squared. But what do we have to do next? Yeah, we have to multiply this whole mess by 2x squared. So we get 2x to the fourth minus 4x cubed plus 2x squared. I can't stress enough that if you'd like to use color to help you remember if you changed the signs or not, feel free to do that, because some of you, like, you start to change the signs and then you forget you change the signs, or you just have bad handwriting. I don't know, but this is where it usually goes bad. I'm getting negative 1x cubed minus an x squared minus 6x. Does that seem right, guys? Then what? Yes, I need x squared to become exactly negative 1x cubed. So I need to multiply by negative 1x, yes? Okay. When I distribute, I'll have negative 1x, whoops, cubed, yeah. Plus 2x squared minus 1x. Okay, again, changing the signs, and I'll do it in a different color so we can tell we changed the signs. Negative 3x squared minus 5x plus 5. What do we need now? Negative 3 distributed through all that will be negative 3x squared plus 6x minus 3. If I change all the signs and add, I get a negative 11x plus 8. Isn't that a beautiful remainder? What do we do with that remainder? Answer. Okay, if it was looking for an end behavior, if it had started out as 2x to the fourth minus 5x squared, blah, 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 all divided by x squared minus 2x plus 1, blah, 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 the end behavior would have just been this, right? We get to throw the remainder away. All right, but it didn't, so I'm going to get rid of that. All right, was that okay review? We hadn't seen one for a while. All right. It's not really related to today's lesson, just so you know. Okay. Rational functions. So today, 2.5b this is not right here, what I have written. We changed this. 2.5b we separated from 2.6. 2.5b is going to be on the quiz as rational expressions, which is what we did yesterday, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. Everybody remember? Yeah. And rational equations. What's the difference between an expression and an equation? Yes, an equation has an equal sign, so therefore we can solve it and find the variable, hopefully, if we're good. All right. I'm going to work through this one. You can just watch. It says x minus 8 over x minus 4 equals 11. Common denominator, this has the denominator of 1, this has the denominator of 1, so the only denominator other than 1 is x minus 4. I'm going to multiply each thing by x minus 4 over x minus 4, and normally I would not show all this, but just humor me. I don't know, I have extra parentheses everywhere. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Totally not what I meant to do. All right, what I meant to do was multiply everything by x minus 4, because that's like multiplying through by a constant, right? If I multiply everything in an equation, go back here. 1/3 x plus 5 equals 7/5. Do you remember we used to multiply through by 15? To get rid of the denominators, we wound up with 5x plus 75 equals 21. Okay, the common denominator here was x minus 4, so I'm going to multiply an x minus 4 onto each thing here, and I made a hot mess out of this. I know that. I'm sorry. So what do I get? Let's see if I can make this look a little bit better. When I multiply an x minus 4 times that first term, I get x squared minus 4x. Everybody helping me here? X minus 4 here divides out the denominator, and we just have the minus 8. And over here, we have 11x minus 44. If I move the 11x and the 44 over here, I get x squared minus 15x plus 36, maybe? Okay. And that factors how? X minus 3x minus 12 equals 0. So I get x equals 3 or 12. The thing I have to watch for, there can be extraneous solutions. Really what you need to watch for is, does it make the denominator 0? What was the one thing we can't have as an answer because of this original question? X cannot be 4. Did we get 4? No. So we're good to go. These should both work. Do you want me to prove that they work? This would be 3, and it'd be minus 8 over negative 1, which would be plus 8. 3 plus 8 is 11. That seems good, right? 12 minus, and it would be 8 over 8 is 11. Does that seem okay? Okay, that one did check, and it wasn't hard to check. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is the hot mess that we start with on this problem. What is the common denominator? There's a 3, an x minus 2, a 6, and an x minus 2. Okay. We don't need the x minus 2 twice, right? Once is enough. Do we need an 18? Can we just do 6 and x minus 2? Because this would need to multiply by what then? A 2 to have the common denominator. This would need to multiply by an x minus 2. And this would need to multiply by a 6. All right. What happens when we multiply all the way through, though, by 6 and x minus 2? Can you be looking up here and tell me what to do here? What happens with this x minus 2? I put the 6x minus 2 in red on each of the 3 terms. Everybody see what I did? Okay, so here the x minus 2 divides out. What else divides out? 3 goes into 6 twice, so I have a 2 and an x plus 1 left on that side. And this term, what happens? The 6 divides out, so I have a 5x and an x minus 2. And over here, I have 6 times 1 is 6. All right. Then they distributed, got it all equal to 0, factored, and got these 2 solutions. Is there any problem? The denominator cannot equal 2 because of the factor x minus 2 in the denominator. So this is an extraneous solution. So only 2/5 is going to work. That sounds fun to check, right? As long as it doesn't make the denominator, and you haven't made a mistake along the way, as long as it doesn't make the denominator 0, it should check. All right, let's try this one. What's our only denominator? M. So you want to multiply by an m right now? Or our other option would be what? We could subtract the 8 over to that side first. Doesn't matter. You want to do the 8 first? All right. So we have 15 over m minus m equals 2. Now to get rid of our denominators, we're going to multiply m, and m. Okay. What happens here when we multiply by an m? We just get 15. M times M is M squared, and the right-hand side is a 2M. All right. Yeah, I'm going to make it equal 0 on that side because I like a positive M squared. Good job. Is everybody all right what I did? I moved it all to the right side and okay. M plus 5, M minus 3. Yes? So M equals negative 5 or 3. That would be negative 3 plus 5 plus 8 equals 10. Does that check, guys? And if I put a 3 in, I'd have 15 over 3 minus 3 plus 8 equals 10. That would be 5 minus 3 is 2 plus 8 is 10. Okay. That one wasn't too bad to check, so I don't mind doing it. Some of them are just horrible. Okay. Common denominator is going to have what? B and a B minus 3. B and a B minus 3. A B and a B minus 3. Okay. There are 3 terms I need to multiply it by. There's a 4 over a B minus 3. There's a 3 over a B. And there's a negative 2B over a B minus 3. What happens here? I can divide out the B minus 3, so I'm left with 4B. I can divide out the B here. 3 times B minus 3. Yep, some of you already distributed. That's all good. And divide out the B minus 3 here. What does this become? Okay. So 4B plus 3B minus 9. I'm going to move that guy over here. We'll have a 2B squared equals 0. So you probably did it more efficiently than I did, but is that what you have? Ew, does that factor? Oh, good. I was getting nervous. My brain didn't feel up to quadratic formula. Oh, what did I just do? It's possible you could have to do quadratic formula, but this one you're telling me factors. So 2B squared plus 9B minus 2B would be a positive 7 and a minus 9. That all seems good. You guys are speedy. So that leaves B equals negative 9 halves or 1. What were the things B could not equal? 0 or 3, right? So we should be all good? Did you want me to show you the check? Okay. If it was a test or quiz, would it be worth making sure it checked? Okay. But if you're having trouble and it's not checking and you're worried that you're maybe doing the check part wrong or something, just ask me, okay? Bring it up and say, this isn't working and I can't figure out where it's wrong. And I'll show you, I'll say either you did something wrong back here or you're just checking it wrong. I'm not good. If you know it's not wrong, you know it's not right, then let's talk. All right. Ew. What is this equal to? It's equal to y minus 2 like that, yes? So could I replace that with that and then say this negative and this negative, right? So, okay, common denominator, let me, okay. I have a 2 over a y plus 2. We just fixed this one to say y over y minus 2, and it was plus. And we have back here a lovely y squared plus 4, which is over a what? Yes, which is a y minus 2 and a y plus 2. Everybody recognizing that? That didn't go so well on the quiz yesterday. How many of you on the quiz actually factored number 2? On the top. Yeah. A whole bunch of you didn't factor the top. Okay. Back to this question. Common denominator? Okay. Common denominator will be y with a minus 2 and a y with a plus 2. A y with a minus 2 and a y with a plus 2. A y with a minus 2 and a y with a plus 2. All right. So what happened? Okay, I'll give you a minute. Some of you are just writing. Okay, what happens here? Divide out. We're trying not to use the word cancel, right? So we have a 2 and a y minus 2, which you could distribute at the same time. It's fine. The y minus 2 divides out, so we have a y and a y plus 2. Did I lose anybody back here? Do I need to go back and talk about how we did that? Okay. Equals happy, 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 yes? Y squared plus 4. Do you need me to look at what you did? Okay. 2y minus 4 plus y squared plus 2y equals y squared plus 4. What's the best news of the day so far? We can subtract out a y squared on each side, so we don't have a quadratic anymore. We have 4y on this side. If I add 4 over here, I get 4y equals 8. Uh-oh. Does that go back in and check? It can't equal this, so what's our answer? Does that even look like S? That's supposed to be a T and an I. I don't know. It's supposed to say no solution. Kind of messy. All right. How could I check that that's true? Any ideas at all? You could graph the whole left side in Y1, the whole right side in Y2, type it in with a million parentheses, right? And then see and make sure they never intersect. Okay. Reagan, are you? Question? No, you're good. Okay. All right. Common denominator on number 4. X times x plus 3. Okay. So we have to multiply it by 60 over x. And then we're subtracting, and it was a 60 over x plus 3. I wrote that in there kind of funny. Maybe I should do that in a different color. Okay. What happens? X's, yep, cancel, and you want to distribute as you go? Is that what? Got that far? What's going to mess people up on this one, maybe? The negative? Don't lose the negative, right? Is it minus 60x? Oh, which is a beautiful thing. Okay, but the right side, we still have a quadratic, right? We have the x squared plus 3x, because we're multiplying all that mess together. Those go away. So x squared plus 3x minus 180. Oh, that's lovely. 15 and 12 maybe? Anybody checking me? Okay. X plus 15, x minus 12. x equals negative 15 or positive 12. Either one gonna be thrown away? Okay. Just because they seem kind of big, I'm gonna check them. I'm putting in negative 15. What? What am I putting? Oh. What am I putting in? Negative 50. Okay. I'll be all right. Erase soft power. Okay. It was negative 15 plus 3, right? Okay, so this divides out to be negative 4. This is negative 12, which goes in here 5 times. So minus negative 5, which becomes plus 5. Oh, that works. Okay. What's the other one I'm checking? 12. 60 over 12 minus 60 over 12 plus 3. So that would be 5 minus 4 equals 1. Okay. They do both check. All right. Is this the last one? Maybe there weren't very many on here. Okay. What's the common denominator this disastrous time? Oh, yes. The common denominator is a 4 and an x plus 3, right? All right. The first time I am multiplying by an x plus 3 over x. Ew. No, I wish more canceled out. Then I have a 7x over an x plus 3 and a 23 over 4. All right, what's the only thing that cancels out on the first one here? All right. Do you want to distribute the 4 or you want to FOIL first? Okay, so I'm going to leave the 4 out there and FOIL those together. What happens when I FOIL those together, guys? Plus, can I write 6x? Everybody see the 3x plus 3x is 6x plus 9? Okay. Then we do get to divide out the x plus 3, but what do we have left here? So 7x times 4x is 28x squared. That seems okay with me. And only the 4 divides over here, so we're distributing what? 23x? Yeah, I'll just write that. Times x plus 3. All right, because I got to do some distributing over here anyway. 4x squared plus 24x plus 36 plus 28x squared equals 23x squared plus 69x. Where are there more x squareds? Left side or right side? Okay. So if I subtract 23x squareds over here, I'd have 5, but there was 4 out here too. So is it 9x squared? Trying not to have to rewrite this 12 times. Okay, minus 69x, minus 69x, negative 45, anybody? Okay. Oh, and a plus 36. I'm excited. Why am I excited? Yes. Can I throw the 9 away? Because 0 divided by 9 is 0, right? So it's okay. We can leave it out front. It won't matter because 9 never equals 0. It won't affect anything. X squared minus 5x plus 4 equals 0. Is that x minus 4 and x minus 1? Okay, so we get x equals 4 or 1. Can it be 4 and 1, guys? Guys, you're not helping the recording here. 4 and 1 both seem like they're going to work. I'm just going to write on here to check it real fast. I'd have 7 over 4. Oh, I might need help. 28 over 7 equals 23 over 4. Okay. Somebody type this and do a math enter and see if you get 23 over 4. You do? Okay. Then the other one I need to check was what? 1? Okay. 1, 1, 1, 1. So I'd have 4 plus 7/4 equals 23 over 4. Can you type that real fast? That'd be 6. Yeah, that works, right? I can do that in my head. All right, so they did work. Oh, we get to do a box question. All right. The surface area of a box with a volume of 625 cubic inches, where x is the length of the side of the square base. Excellent. So the base is a square, x on a side. Okay. If this were the height, can you write me an expression for the volume? Okay, length times width on the base are both what? Yes. So you're telling me x times h would give you the volume, yes? Okay. So x squared times the height equals, did they tell us the volume? So I don't want an h anymore. What could I write in place of that h? It's not the same. Solve this for h, guys. H equals 625 over x squared. Does everybody see that? I know you wouldn't have known to do this, but can you see? So we have the volume divided by x squared would give us the height. All right, we're supposed to write the surface area. Does anybody remember how to even find surface area of a box? Okay, it's a box of cereal that I decided to flatten out to put in the recycling bin more effectively. Okay? Yeah, just push harder and it'll work. Okay, but it's a weird cereal box because it's a square. Okay? No. What would have a square base?
Tissue box.
Yeah, but a tissue box that has a square base usually is also a cube in general, right? Anyway, this side. Oh yeah, this would work, right? If it had a top, but the top and bottom are square and the sides are rectangles. Okay. Are we okay so far that the top and bottom are x by x? And all these sides are x, yes? Okay. So what is this right here? Whoa. Pretend I could draw that. How long is this? Yes, but we want area. We can do this pretty easily. What's the area here? X squared. And the area of this one? So those total 2x squared. Does that seem all right? We could count this as what? One giant rectangle? Whose height is this disgusting number? And how far is this? 4x? Because if this was 6 inches, we'd add up all those 6 inches, right? To find the length. Are we feeling a little better that it's 4x? Okay. So let's do plus one giant rectangle that is 4x by 625 over x squared. We could leave it like that, but it actually would reduce a little bit, right? Yeah, but we got to type it in our calculator in a minute, I think. What? Right as the quotient of two functions. That means get a common denominator. All right, let's wait. We can do this. Guys, seriously. Let's divide this x out, right? Can someone do 4 times 625 for me? 2,500? Okay. So this becomes 2x squared plus 2,500 over x. Now, we can't multiply through by an x and get rid of all the x's because there's no equal sign here. I know I wrote an equal sign, but it's not. We don't know what it's equal to, what the surface area is. How would we add? This is, go back to yesterday's lesson. How do I add 2x squared plus 2,500 over x? Common denominator. So what do I multiply this by? X. So it becomes x cubed over x. So now when I add them together, I have 2x cubed plus 2,500 all over x. If you're really nice, I won't put this on the next quiz. What do you think? Find the side length of the base if the surface area is 512.5 square inches. So we want this disaster we just wrote to equal 512.5. Okay. I'm going to erase so that I have some room. What should we do next? Because we could cross multiply. Yeah, we're still going to have a mess. I think we got to use what? No idea how to solve that? Yeah, y1 equals 2x cubed plus 2,500 divided by x. Y2 equals 512.5. What kind of a window are we going to need? X represents what? The length of a side down there, so can it be negative? Nope. I don't know. We might try 0 to 50. I'm pretty sure 50 is way too much, but how high is it going to go? Well, we want to know where it hits what? 512.5, right? Could just make it 513. I was thinking I might just go like 1,000. Yes. Because we got a common denominator over here. It was 2x squared plus 2,500 over x. And in order, it said to write it as two functions on top of each other. So we multiplied this by x over x. So we got 2x cubed over x plus 2,500 over x. We just had to get a common denominator and then we added the top and kept the bottom. All right, let me see if I can type it in here so that the home audience can see. What did we have? 2x cubed plus 2,500, close parenthesis, all divided by x, right? 512.5. Window. I'm going to leave it 0 to 40 and 0 to, I don't know, I'm going to put 1,000 in for fun. Oh, are there two answers?
One of them is 5.
Intersection 12.5. And roughly 5.5. The other one was exactly 12.5 though, right? 5.54. Somebody do this for me. 12.5 squared And then do 625 divided by 12.5 squared. Do you get about 5.54? Yeah, 625 divided by 12.5 squared. So I'm just plugging it back in. You got 4? Oh, okay. So the box could be 4 by 4 by 12. No. It would be 12 point, I told you to type in 12.5, right? It'd be 12.5 by 12.5 by 4. That would be a very...
Yeah, just 12.
Okay. The other option would be 5.54 by 5.54 by, what's 625 divided by 5.54 squared? About 20.4? Okay. So there's two different ways we could make a box with a square base, and it would, both ways would have a surface area of 512 and a volume of 625. Okay. Now, when you say, when are we ever going to use this? There you go. Now, do you want me to put a when are we ever going to use this on the quiz? Okay. All right. Oh, we have another one? Oh, but this one we just did, basically, didn't we? You plug the top and the bottom and see when it equals 8? It's basically just reminding you that you can do things on your calculator. What was the mess up there? X to the 4th. Oh, I forgot an X. That'll be a problem. X to the 4th minus 2x to the 3rd plus 1 close parenthesis divided by x to the 3rd plus 6 close parenthesis, and I want it to equal 8. Okay. I don't know if it's positive or negative this time, so I'm going to do, but really I only care about like whether it hits 8, right? Oh, I thought what did I just type? Oh, I guess I do only care. Yeah, I got 2 points. Did anybody else get 2 points?
Yeah.
1 is negative, right? I got negative 1.6 maybe? And positive 10 roughly. So what did we say? Negative 1.6 and positive 10? There would be another piece to this graph because the end behavior, if we divided it out, is approaching a slant asymptote. But the other piece is going to be down, way down, yeah. So it's not going to ever hit 8. All right. These are the assignments, the problems. There's 7 of them. Okay. Nice Miss Hoffbauer said you can have till Monday for this. Mean Miss Abruzzo is making her class turn this in on tomorrow's homework check. I know I'm recording. She's not mean. She's just trying to hold her students more accountable. I'm giving you the weekend to finish this up, okay? I love Miss Abruzzo. She's my better half. Okay.